right now. From Milwaukee, this is today's TMJ4, live at daybreak.
Now at 6, drive sober or get pulled over. A new campaign to keep impaired drivers off our streets. Plus a dangerous delivery. A Wisconsin man finds explosives in his mom's attic. You won't believe where he brought it to. And we're taking a live look outside, 5:59. That is exactly sunrise. See the peak of the sun out there?
I can see it there on the horizon.
Absolutely gorgeous. And I hear there may be a chance of storms today, this Saturday, August 17th. Good morning to you. I'm Julia Fellow.
And a meteorologist, Alicia Wilson. That's right, Julia. A very slight chance for an isolated shower or a thunderstorm this afternoon, but it's going to be more likely around this time tomorrow morning that we'll start to see that radar lit up.
It feels so good right now.
Yeah, don't let the minimal chances for rain today ruin your plans at all. If you want to head out to the golf course or to Irish Fest, which kicks off at noon today, weather's going to be fantastic, but make sure that you stay hydrated because it will be warm and humid. We are seeing some cloud cover moving towards southeastern Wisconsin this morning. That's due to some storms well to our south across Missouri. Those are going to stay to our south. It's still at 59 in Waukesha, 57 in Watertown. So we have a couple of spots that are into the 50s, but we've bumped it up a couple of degrees in Milwaukee now, up to 66, 64 in Racine, and Kenosha still at 61. The mowing forecast, it looks good for today, but tomorrow it's going to be a different story with those showers and thunderstorms pushing in. So poor conditions, and then we're still going to be tracking a slight chance for some isolated thunderstorms on Monday and Tuesday. Today, though, looking good. A mixture of sunshine and clouds and only about a 20% chance for an isolated shower after 2 o'clock for today, but our highs will be into the lower 80s. So another warm and humid day headed your way.
All right, thank you so much. At 6:01, new this morning, a man is shot while walking on the sidewalk. Police say this happened shortly before 9 last night at 38th and Burleigh. The officers say the 27-year-old man was walking when he heard shots were fired and realized he had been shot. He was rushed to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Happening right now, law enforcement officers are kicking off the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. Officers across southeast Wisconsin will be looking for drunk drivers through Labor Day weekend, whether that means they've been driving over the legal limit or under the influence of drugs.
What are some of the signs you look for in impaired drivers?
I'm looking for things like speeding, an inability to stay in a lane, swerving, things like that, equipment violations. So for example, if someone's driving around at night without any headlights.
Nearly 30 people die in the U.S. every day from drunk driving cases. Milwaukee County is on pace to have more drunk driving offenses with controlled substance this year than last year. Data out of Milwaukee County shows there have been 677 drunk driving offenses so far this year. 43 of those involve controlled substances. In all of last year, there were 46 OWIs with controlled substances. Project Drive Sober is our initiative to keep the roads clear of drunk drivers. You can see all of our stories and ways to get involved in this effort at tmj4.com/drivesober. A mother and father are behind bars this morning after police say they dumped their 2-month-old daughter's body in a field. Jalissa Adams Friesen was reported missing late last month. Officers in Kenosha have spent hours searching for evidence near 50th Street and 52nd Avenue. They believe the infant was left there, but the body has not yet been found.
As a grandmother, it really is heartbreaking to hear that kind of news, especially when they're practically your neighbors. So, it definitely makes me want to keep a better eye out and just really be aware of what's going on in the community to make sure that these kids are safe.
We hear that criminal charges may be filed by the district attorney very soon. At 6:03, a homeowner in Columbia County says she thought someone was playing a joke on her when she found human remains buried inside her mulch.
The mulch was it was kind of mounded, and I just went to kick a box over and it was just right there.
What she saw was a row of human teeth still attached to the bone. The woman, who asked not to be identified, thinks the bone came from the mulch, and she called police. They brought a canine to search the rest of her yard and a nearby construction site.
I just didn't know what to do. I was like, I wasn't understanding, you know. So I literally cried like, oh my gosh, this is not for real.
Nothing else was found, and now investigators are trying to identify who the bone belongs to. The sheriff's office mentioned they're still trying to locate the body of a woman who went missing in the area in the year 2000. Her husband was convicted of murder, but has yet to say what he did with her body. The man who found an explosive while cleaning his mom's attic in Janesville is getting an important lesson. He didn't know what to do with it, so he put it in the front seat and drove it to the sheriff's office, and that's not what you should do. The parking lot was evacuated, and a bomb squad even had to be called to take it away and deem it all safe. The sheriff is warning people not to do what he did. If you come across something like this to be an explosive, do not move it. The best thing to do is call 911 and get away from it. Happening today, grab your kilts and head down to Irish Fest. The weekend is going on at the Summerfest grounds until midnight tonight. You can learn about Irish culture, and there's a bunch of food, of course, music. In fact, we hear the nationally recognized band Gaelic Storm will perform at the Miller Lite stage at 10:15 tonight. And hey, the Dodge County Fair is going on in Beaver Dam this weekend as well. There will be everything from tractor and truck pulls to demolition derby. I also see some carnival games there. The fun lasts through Sunday. We have all your entertainment options and festival information at our website, tmj4.com/rockstarsummer. Coming up next on Live at Daybreak, outrage over medical bills. There's a startling number of emergency room costs given to veterans that they should not be paying for. Plus, a hot summer, what researchers found that made last month stand out on a worldwide scale. And what you need to watch out for if someone calls and says they're with the IRS.